Amber waves of grain, something we all can't stop talking about, hold us one-on-one with Carrie Underwood. We all just love Carrie Underwood. She's a singer, a songwriter, an actress, a wife, and a mom. In her journey, she seeks to capture the truth, the essence of what she stands for. "I know where I stand, and I have to say my piece," she declares. If she's going to say it, it will be in a moment that captivates both fans and critics alike. Legendary actor Jon Voight shares his thoughts on Carrie Underwood's breathtaking a cappella performance at Donald Trump's inauguration. With her signature powerhouse vocals, Carrie's stirring rendition struck a chord, blending patriotism and artistry in a way few can achieve. As Voight reacts to this unforgettable performance, his words bring new depth to the event. But what does this moment mean for the crossroads of music, politics, and culture? Let's explore this fascinating intersection together. On January 20, 2025, a chilly Monday morning in Washington, D.C., the eyes of the world turned to the steps of the United States Capitol. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation, a blend of historic gravity and the energy of a nation witnessing the transition of power. Inauguration Day had arrived, marking the official swearing-in of Donald J. Trump for his second term as the 47th President of the United States. The National Mall stretched before the Capitol, filled with a sea of people, some celebrating this monumental moment, others observing with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. The inaugural ceremony, a cornerstone of American democracy, had been carefully planned to reflect tradition and unity, even in the face of political division. As the clock approached noon, the moment everyone had been waiting for drew closer. The announcer's voice echoed across the National Mall, signaling the arrival of Chief Justice John Roberts, who would administer the presidential oath of office. The crowd hushed, cameras zoomed in, and all attention focused on the stage. Standing tall and resolute, Donald Trump raised his right hand as Chief Justice Roberts began the historic exchange. "I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear," Roberts began. Trump repeated the words with a firm and steady voice, pledging to faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. The words carried a weight that resonated through the cold air, a powerful reminder of the enduring principles of democracy. The final line, "So help me God," was met with resounding applause, marking the continuation of his presidency and the beginning of a new chapter in American history. As the crowd erupted into cheers, the significance of the moment was not lost on anyone. This was more than the reaffirmation of leadership, it was a promise of continuity, a testament to the resilience of the American system. The ceremony reflected the ideals of the Republic, showcasing a peaceful reaffirmation of leadership, a cornerstone that had endured through wars, crises, and political upheavals. 4-0. The day's events were as much about celebration as they were about reflection. Against the backdrop of history, the inauguration stage became a platform not just for politicians but also for cultural icons and performers carefully chosen to set the tone. Music, a universal language, often plays a pivotal role in amplifying the spirit of such ceremonies, and this inauguration was no exception. Among the notable figures present was Jon Voight, a Hollywood veteran known not only for his illustrious acting career but also for his outspoken support of Donald Trump. His presence at the event was symbolic, representing a bridge between the world of politics and the broader cultural landscape. However, the day also belonged to another star, one whose voice would soon captivate the audience and become the talk of the town, Carrie Underwood. As the formalities of the swearing-in ceremony gave way to the more artistic and emotional segments of the event, all eyes turned to the performers. Carrie Underwood, a country music sensation celebrated for her powerful voice and commanding stage presence, was among the day's highlights. Her performance was eagerly anticipated not just for its entertainment value but also for the meaning it carried in a politically charged atmosphere. The ceremony transitioned smoothly into these cultural moments, blending tradition with artistry to create an experience that would linger in the minds of millions. Yet, as history has shown, live performances at high-profile events are never without their share of unexpected twists and turns. It was in this arena that Carrie Underwood would leave an indelible mark, one that extended far beyond the confines of the day itself. But what did Jon Voight think of Carrie's unforgettable performance? Stay tuned as we unravel the story behind this compelling moment. As the sun cast a golden glow over the grandstands of the U.S. Capitol on January 20, 2025, the inauguration festivities reached their crescendo. Among the thousands gathered, one face stood out: Jon Voight. A legendary actor whose career has spanned decades, Voight is known for unforgettable performances in films like Midnight Cowboy and Coming Home, as well as his more recent roles on the small screen. Beyond his acting accolades, he has been an outspoken political figure, using his platform to champion Donald Trump's policies and ideals. On this momentous day, Voight's presence carried special significance, bridging the gap between politics and the arts in a way that only he could. Seated prominently among dignitaries, celebrities, and political figures, he appeared reflective yet engaged, his gaze fixed on the unfolding events. This wasn't his first inauguration, nor was it his first time standing in support of Donald Trump, but his demeanor revealed a profound sense of occasion. Voight has always been a figure of intrigue, a man whose deep voice and compelling performances have left an indelible mark on Hollywood and whose passionate political commentary has sparked debate across the country. Today, however, he was more than an observer. His reaction to what was about to transpire would become a story in its own right. Meanwhile, in the wings of the stage, the anticipation grew as Carrie Underwood prepared to step forward, ready to deliver a performance that would soon resonate far beyond the inauguration itself. 4-0. As Carrie Underwood prepared for her performance, the country music superstar understood the magnitude of the moment. She had been chosen to deliver a rendition of America the Beautiful, a song that resonates deeply with the American spirit. For Underwood, this was no ordinary performance. The stakes were high, and the audience was vast, stretching from the National Mall to millions watching on screens around the globe. Known for her breathtaking voice and commanding stage presence, Carrie was determined to make this moment unforgettable. Carrie Underwood's journey to this moment had been nothing short of extraordinary. Since winning American Idol in 2005, she had ascended to the top ranks of country music, earning multiple Grammy Awards, chart-topping albums, and an unparalleled reputation for live performances. However, this was a different kind of pressure, a live event where every note, every word, would be scrutinized and remembered. For Carrie, it wasn't just about showcasing her talent, it was about embodying the resilience and unity that the song represented. As Carrie stepped onto the stage, the atmosphere shifted. The crowd, already buzzing with anticipation, fell silent, their attention riveted on the petite figure before them. Clad in an elegant, patriotic ensemble, she took a deep breath, her confidence emanating even in the face of immense pressure. The first notes of America the Beautiful began to play, and the crowd's collective heartbeat seemed to quicken. Then, suddenly, a technical glitch occurred. The sound system faltered, leaving the stage in an abrupt and jarring silence. For a brief moment, confusion spread through the audience, an audible murmur of uncertainty. Yet, instead of panicking, Carrie Underwood made a bold decision. With remarkable composure, she stepped forward and continued her performance a cappella. Her voice, powerful and unwavering, soared across the open air, filling the silence with a melody that was as raw as it was beautiful. In the audience, Jon Voight's reaction was immediate and visceral. The legendary actor, known for his expressive face, leaned forward, his eyes locked on Carrie as she navigated the unexpected turn of events. A smile of admiration spread across his face, and he was seen clapping enthusiastically, his appreciation evident to those around him. Voight's support for Carrie's impromptu decision was clear. She had turned a potential disaster into a triumphant display of professionalism and artistry. As Carrie invited the audience to join in, saying, "You know the words, help me out here," the mood shifted dramatically. What had begun as a technical hiccup became a powerful moment of unity. The crowd, diverse in backgrounds and beliefs, sang along, their voices merging with hers in a spontaneous chorus. The performance ended with thunderous applause, cementing the moment as one of the most memorable of the day. Jon Voight's reaction didn't stop at the applause. His admiration for Carrie's grace under pressure became a talking point in the hours and days that followed. But what exactly did Voight say about this unforgettable moment? And how did his words ripple across media and social platforms? Stay tuned as we dive into the reaction that set the internet ablaze. Carrie Underwood's scheduled performance of America the Beautiful was set to add a touch of artistry to the highly anticipated inauguration. However, what no one could have foreseen was how an unexpected technical glitch would transform her performance into one of the most talked about moments of the event. As the sun began to set over the National Mall, Carrie Underwood took the stage, dressed in an elegant white gown that radiated confidence and poise. Before her stood a sea of eager faces, their anticipation palpable. The familiar opening notes of America the Beautiful began to play. But just as Carrie opened her mouth to sing, disaster struck. The audio system abruptly failed, plunging the stage into an uneasy silence. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Thousands in the audience, glued to the event, held their collective breath, waiting to see how the country music icon would respond to such a nerve-wracking scenario. Many performers might have faltered under the weight of the moment, but Carrie Underwood was not one of them. In an incredible display of composure and professionalism, she made a split-second decision that would leave an indelible mark on the inauguration. Without hesitation, she continued her performance a cappella. Her unaccompanied voice soared across the National Mall, clear and powerful against the evening air. The audience, initially stunned by the abrupt silence, soon erupted into applause, their cheers offering encouragement as Carrie poured her heart into the song. The sheer strength of her vocals, unmarred by instruments or amplification, showcased her raw talent in a way that no planned performance could have. Demonstrating a deep connection with her audience, Carrie invited them to join in, saying, "You know the words, help me out here." It was a simple yet powerful gesture that transformed what could have been a disastrous moment into an intimate, communal experience. The crowd responded enthusiastically, their voices rising to meet hers in a spontaneous chorus that filled the air with unity and patriotism. Together, they turned a technical mishap into a magical moment that exemplified resilience and togetherness. The significance of Carrie's impromptu performance did not go unnoticed. Social media exploded almost instantly, with hashtags like #CarrieSavesTheDay and #AcapellaQueen trending across platforms. Fans and critics alike marveled at her ability to adapt so gracefully to a challenging situation. Some called it the highlight of the inauguration, praising her authenticity and poise under pressure. The moment also silenced any lingering doubts about her vocal abilities, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that her talent was genuine and unfiltered. Yet, the performance also reignited discussions about the role of artists in politically charged events. Carrie's decision to perform at Trump's inauguration had already drawn mixed reactions. Supporters praised her courage and commitment to her craft, while detractors accused her of aligning with a divisive administration. The unexpected turn of events only added fuel to these debates, with some viewing her handling of the situation as a testament to her professionalism, while others argued that it didn't absolve her of the political implications of her choice to perform. As the final notes of America the Beautiful echoed through the National Mall, the audience erupted into thunderous applause. It was a performance that would be remembered not just for its artistry, but for its ability to turn adversity into an unforgettable, unifying moment. 4-0. A standing ovation. As the final notes of America the Beautiful faded into the evening air, Carrie Underwood took a graceful bow, her smile reflecting both relief and gratitude. The audience's standing ovation was a testament to the power of the moment, but behind the scenes, the buzz was only just beginning. Among the flood of praise and critique, one particular reaction stood out, a heartfelt and surprising endorsement from none other than Hollywood legend Jon Voight. Jon Voight's reaction. Seated near the front of the grandstand, Voight, dressed in a sharp black suit with a patriotic lapel pin, had been visibly moved as the young country star transformed a technical disaster into an unforgettable display of talent and grace. Moments after the performance concluded, he was spotted clapping with an intensity that drew attention from those nearby. His eyes shimmered with emotion as he turned to those around him, gesturing emphatically. "Now that's what America is about," he reportedly said, his voice brimming with pride. "Rising above challenges and giving your best no matter what." But Voight's admiration didn't stop there. During a brief intermission, he made his way backstage, determined to congratulate Carrie in person. According to insiders, the meeting was both heartwarming and sincere. Extending his hand, he greeted her with a gesture that quickly turned into a warm embrace. "Young lady," he began, his deep voice filled with admiration, "what you did out there was extraordinary. You reminded us all of what true artistry and courage look like." Carrie, still catching her breath from the emotionally charged performance, was reportedly taken aback by Voight's words. She thanked him graciously, expressing her surprise at how the moment had unfolded. Ever the storyteller, Voight then shared an anecdote about his own experiences in Hollywood, recounting times when unexpected challenges had tested his resolve. "It's in those moments," he said, "that we find out who we are. And tonight, you showed the world who you are." A moment that resonated beyond the stage. Voight's reaction quickly sparked a wave of interest online once it became public. Fans of both Voight and Underwood took to social media to discuss the meeting, with many praising the unexpected camaraderie between two stars from vastly different industries. Some even coined the phrase, "Voight verified," to describe his glowing endorsement of Carrie's performance. The following day, Voight expanded on his thoughts during a televised interview. "What Carrie Underwood did at the inauguration wasn't just a performance, it was a statement," he said. "In the face of adversity, she stood tall, she adapted, and she inspired. That's what makes this country great, people like her who remind us of our shared humanity and the beauty of resilience." His heartfelt praise added an unexpected layer to an already iconic moment, cementing Carrie's performance as one of the standout memories of the event. But the story didn't end there. Voight's reaction would soon ignite even more conversation, further elevating a performance that had already captured the nation's attention. 4. Media and social media reactions. The fallout from Carrie Underwood's a cappella performance at Donald Trump's second inauguration was nothing short of extraordinary. By January 21, 2025, the internet was ablaze with discussions about her impromptu act of grace under pressure. The combination of a technical glitch, her quick thinking, and her raw vocal talent created a moment that resonated far beyond the national mall. Major media outlets were quick to cover the story, with prominent headlines painting a vivid picture of the event. "Carrie's a cappella triumph, turning a technical blunder into magic," declared one outlet, while another proclaimed, "When silence turned to song, Underwood's inauguration masterpiece." Both conservative and liberal news platforms analyzed the moment, either celebrating her professionalism or debating her decision to perform at such a politically charged event. Television networks dedicated entire segments to breaking down the performance, with morning shows playing clips on repeat and highlighting the audience's participation. Analysts marveled at how Carrie's genuine interaction with the crowd transformed what could have been an awkward situation into a patriotic, unifying experience. Some even compared her quick thinking to legendary live performance recoveries, drawing parallels with iconic moments from artists like Adele and Beyoncé. If the media coverage was extensive, social media's reaction was nothing short of explosive. By January 22, hashtags like #CarrieSavesTheDay and #AcapellaQueen had gone viral. Fans flooded platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with posts praising her courage. One tweet read, "Carrie Underwood reminded us that real talent shines even without a microphone. Bravo, Queen." Another user shared, "Only Carrie could make a technical failure this unforgettable." The engagement numbers were staggering, with millions of likes, shares, and comments within days. On TikTok, the performance inspired a wave of creativity, as users posted their own a cappella renditions of America the Beautiful under the hashtag #CarrieChallenge, turning the moment into an interactive phenomenon. Meanwhile, Instagram fan pages shared heartfelt tributes, posting snapshots of Carrie on stage in her elegant gown, radiating poise in the face of adversity. Her official social media accounts acknowledged the overwhelming support, thanking fans for their kind words and sharing a clip of the performance with the caption, "A night to remember. Thank you for singing along with me." However, not all reactions were positive. By January 23, political commentators and social media users reignited debates about the role of artists in political events. Some questioned whether this was a career-defining moment or a calculated risk. Was this a bold artistic statement or a move that could alienate parts of her fanbase? One user asked. Others argued that while her vocal performance was undeniably brilliant, the context in which it occurred couldn't be ignored. Yet, despite the criticisms, the overwhelming admiration from fans and industry peers alike continued to dominate the conversation. As the debate raged on, fellow artists and music industry insiders also chimed in, adding another layer to the story of one of the most talked-about performances in recent history. The aftermath and cultural impact. Carrie Underwood's impromptu a cappella performance continued to make waves, with many applauding her composure under pressure. Meanwhile, rumors swirled about certain celebrities tweeting their support, though much of the buzz remained speculative, adding an air of mystery to the discussion. Fans eagerly debated whether these endorsements were real or imagined, creating a whirlwind of intrigue around the event. The cultural impact of the moment extended far beyond the United States. International media picked up the story, showcasing how one artist's response to a technical mishap could resonate with millions around the globe. It became a symbol of resilience, a testament to how art can bridge divides even in politically charged atmospheres. As the days unfolded, Carrie's unexpected performance sparked deeper conversations. Could a single spontaneous act redefine the role of art in complex, unpredictable environments? And what does this mean for the future of live performances? Closing thoughts. Carrie Underwood's unplanned a cappella performance at the 2025 inauguration became a defining symbol of grace and resilience under pressure. What began as an unexpected technical glitch evolved into a moment that transcended the event itself. Her unwavering poise and connection with the crowd turned what could have been a disaster into a showcase of authenticity and raw talent. In an era where every move of public figures is scrutinized and debated, Carrie's ability to adapt reminded the world that sometimes, the most powerful moments arise from the unexpected. Her voice, unaccompanied by instruments or amplification, reached far beyond the National Mall, touching hearts across the nation and sparking conversations about perseverance, talent, and professionalism. Yet, her performance also reignited debates about the role of artists in politically charged spaces. Carrie's decision to perform had already drawn mixed reactions, and the a cappella moment added a new layer of complexity. Regardless of where one stands on the political spectrum, there was no denying the impact of her actions. She left the world asking how artists navigate the fine line between their craft and the public's expectations. As we close this chapter, one thing remains clear: Carrie Underwood's moment on that stage was unforgettable. Her ability to turn adversity into artistry will be remembered for years to come. But what do you think? Did Carrie's response to the situation showcase the essence of true artistry, or was it simply a lucky coincidence? Share your perspective and let's keep the conversation alive.